Hey, happy Friday, everybody. This is going to be a video where we talk about baseball. And for this video, since it is almost spring training, talk about some interesting things about baseball. This video will be about the best and worst comebacks. As Tim Lincecum threw a showcase the other day, he is trying to make a comeback into the majors this year in 2018. And because of that, it's interesting to just look back at the best and worst comeback of players before and to make a prediction. I think Tim Lincecum will be signed and will have a solid season as about a third to fifth starter in a rotation. I think he has worked really hard to come back. There's many stories that say how much he trained. That's why he went missing for a while. He was just training and really putting in all his mental capacity and his time into getting back into baseball. And I think that will do him due justice, and he will come back and do well. Well, this is Sports Fanatic News. I'm Joe Boric. Let's get into the best and worst comeback attempts in baseball history. And one of the best would be Rick Ankiel. Rick Ankiel was a high touted baseball prospect pitcher in the Cardinals system, but he unfortunately encountered severe control problems and he never recovered. He had anxiety issues as well, which led to him not being a good pitcher, so he ended up becoming a hitter, and in 2007, over the next two seasons, he's batted .270 with 36 home runs in 167 games. And he stuck around in the MLB as a part-time player through 2013 and was a very good fielding outfielder who had a very strong arm that he kept from pitching. He could gun people out with the best of them, and he was just a very good around role player for many years after what he thought he was going to be took a big turn. Julio Franco is a huge one. He came back when he was 43, and he would end up playing then from 01 to 07 until he was 49 in 07 when he suited up for his last game with the Braves. Another good one would be Scott Kazmir, who obviously had the great career on the Devil Rays and then the Rays, and then it took a turn for the worse, and then he came back for the A's. The A's helped him make a comeback. He had some good years there, and now he's still in the league to this day. Bartolo Colon, who is still in the league to this day, seemed in question after he missed the entire 2011 season, to significant right shoulder injuries. But then he came back from that, and of course he is still pitching up till today. The worst comebacks would be Jim Palmer. Jim Palmer was already in the Hall of Fame, and he decided to come out of retirement in '91, more than 6 years after he last pitched in a game. And he would have been the first Hall of Famer to return and play again to the majors, but it came to an abrupt end. He made only one spring training start, allowing 2 runs on 5 hits in 2 innings with lackluster velocity and command. And the next day he decided to give up on the comeback, quoting, "Are you sure?" And he said, "I said, no, I'm not, but my leg is." So basically, he was not in good enough shape to come back. Granted, he's still in the Hall of Fame. Dontrelle Willis would be another one, the really good pitcher that only lasted for a couple years. Unfortunately for Dontrelle, it was only like 03 to 06, and then he really fizzled out quick. He tried to come back in 2013 to absolutely no avail. Johan Santana, who still tries to come back pretty much to this day. He might have officially retired this offseason. I still don't think he did. It has just, unfortunately for him, he was I hated watching him on the Mets, the rival of the Phillies, but he was a very fun guy to watch when he was on his other clubs. Very good lefty. It would have been nice to see somebody like that come back in the league. It wasn't to be. Brian Wilson, Fear the Beard, would have been another cool guy to see come back in the league. That wasn't meant to be. He tried to come back with the Dodgers. His velocity was down. He just didn't have anything going, and it just wasn't working. So those have been players that have tried to make comebacks for the best or the worst. And this is just the first video of a few videos I will be doing now about baseball leading up to the upcoming season and the upcoming preseason, which starts, I believe, the 22nd of February. Well, have a good day, everyone. Enjoy your weekend. Peace out. Have a good one.